welcome to Artwork Winona for May. We have a jackpot of a show for you today. So many people, I don't want to spend a lot of time talking. Let me run through them really quickly. We have Julie Herkesoven from Theater de Mississippi talking about their new upcoming selected shorts. We have Fatima Saeed from Project Find talking about a collaboration with Outpost. We have Emily Kurash from the Main Street program is going to talk about a special granting opportunity for artists that'll happen on 3rd Street. And we have Eileen Muller from the Great River Shakespeare Festival, who will be talking about the education programs, and a special return engagement with Julie Johnston, who's going to show us some of her paintings that are being running all during May and the first part of June at the History Center. So let's get started right after this word.
At Midtown Foods, we know it's not just about getting groceries. It's about friendly faces, fresh produce, quality cuts of meat, and experienced employees. We know because we shop here too. Midtown Foods, Winona's largest locally owned grocery store, downtown Winona.
With our partnership with HBC, we were able to now be a smart gigabit community with US Ignite and the National Science Foundation. All their other partners are large metropolitan urban areas, Austin, Texas, San Francisco, Washington, DC. And because of the broadband connectivity provided by HBC, we are a community lead for this initiative where we're going to be able to bring next-gen technology and stay competitive in the 21st century economy.
Providing opportunities for residential and business customers, HBC is leadership in your community.
And welcome back. Before we start with our first guest, Fatima from Project Find, I want to tell you about two Winona arts events that are happening. Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, we will be showing Coco in Sinclair Park at 8:30 in the evening, an outdoor film for the entire family. Please come, free popcorn and treats, and an amazing film, Coco, the Academy Award-winning animated feature. On May 27th, we're going to have the return of the floating concerts, and that will be at Levy Park in the middle of the lake. You'll paddle out to see a band. We'll have more information on that for you, but pencil in May 27th for the first of this spring's floating concerts. And welcome back. We're so excited to have our first guest with us. It's Fatima Saeed from Project Find. Tell us a little bit first, quickly, about Project Find.
Absolutely. Project Find is a very unique organization that is focused on integrating refugees and immigrants in our community. Simply, we are in business with people, those new people that coming and moving to our country and our community to find and build better life like myself.
I can't think of a single more important organization.
Thank you.
It's so beautiful, and how you welcome people into the community, it's so important. But now you have an arts facet of this program that's been going for many years.
Correct.
And a special project that's coming up. Tell us about that.
Well, Hearing the Voices is a project that has been actually with Project Find for a long time. Collecting the refugee and immigrant stories is so important for us. Everyone have a story, right? And sharing refugee and immigrant story, actually bringing people together, building that empathy and understanding those new people that coming and moving to our community. We have been working on that for last 10 years, and then this year we're doing something different. We published 2 booklets with refugee and immigrant story from people in this region. This year we're actually doing a digital edition, which will be 7 stories that we did in partnership with Matt at Art and Rural.
Matt Flaherty.
Correct.
Yeah.
He helped us. We captured 7 refugee and immigrant stories, which includes a mix of first-hand experience and generational stories of immigrants from the past, which is the first time that we're doing kind of mixture of previous and past immigrant stories, as well as new refugee and immigrant stories. The event will be, our capstone event will be on May 2nd, and it will be in Outpost. And we really are looking and want to invite entire Winona community to come and see. We will be screening 3 movies and have a panel presentation that includes stories from participants from the book And then we also will have some other things that kind of will help visually to experience those stories that people
So these
will be
are
sharing.
immigrant stories that are being highlighted, and there'll be films and presentations around them.
Correct. There will be
Are
films.
they immigrants from all over the world? Are there certain regions?
They
or-
are. They are people and immigrants from all around the world. This time we're highlighting 7 stories. We will have 2 stories from the past immigrants, you know, a reflection on first immigration of some of our residents, and then 5 stories that are from Cuba, Bangladesh, Mexico, and some other countries that I can't remember right now. But we actually will have 2 events. First one is on May 3rd, and I hope that people can come. But if you cannot attend on May 3rd, on May 19th, Matt will be hosting another screening with all 7 stories.
Wow.
And I'm so excited about that because he really wanted to give opportunity to everyone in our region who is interested in life stories to come and
So you
have-
could actually attend both events and hear
Correct.
something totally different. So
Correct.
May 3rd and May 11th.
May
May
3rd and May 19th.
19th.
And it is free and open to public.
Do you have the times by any chance?
I do have May 3rd at 5 o'clock and May 19th at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
I also would like to mention that this kind of unique and amazing project would not be possible if we don't have support from the Southeast Minnesota Art Council that sponsored this
Great organization that helps us
digitally.
do so much in Winona.
Absolutely. We have been working for many years actually and with them and provide many different art projects with refugee and immigrants in our region. What is a better way to bring people together than through art, right?
Exactly. Art and food.
Exactly.
I think those are the
Art,
two,
Food,
yeah.
culture, and we really enjoy doing those things. And Winona community has been very much interested in art from around the globe that we're trying to
Well,
bring.
we look forward to having you back on the show many
Thank you.
times, Fatima.
Thank
Your
you.
work is so amazing. It's
Thank
an
you.
honor to have you, and we look forward to this project and many more to come.
Thank you. We certainly enjoy working in this area. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. We'll be back in just a minute.
Elevate your HBC TV experience with the latest technology to hit your whole home entertainment system. Record up to 6 programs simultaneously and save up to 350 hours of your favorite shows. Pause a program you're watching in one room and pick right up where you left off in another. Video on demand, wireless set-top boxes and mobile device streaming, apps including Alexa, Netflix, YouTube, and more. Call 888-474-9995 to learn more or visit hbci.com/elevate today.
And we're back with Emily Kurash, who's
Yes.
the Main Street Program Coordinator for Winona.
Yeah.
So first, tell us a little something about the Main Street
Yes,
Program.
so we just had our 5th birthday. Main Street is a kindergartner now.
Wow.
But Main Street is defined as Huff to Franklin and Broadway to the river. So that's a really broad district. But the Main Street program focuses on events and promotion and beautification and development and all things downtown, from things like clean up garbage and spruce up days to our big events like Touch a Truck, which is coming up in a couple weeks.
What is the date of that?
May 12th is
Oh,
Touch
good.
a Truck. So
There's an arts component to Touch a Truck. There
absolutely,
always
especially
is, so.
because Livewell comes down with all of their folks too, and the streets are filled up with cool trucks that you can climb in and check out, and it's an awesome free event for everyone to come down
So
to.
what's that date again?
May 12th.
At what time?
From 9 until noon, and the very first half hour of Touch a Truck is a quiet hour. So if you have kids or folks in your family that have some noise sensitivities, come early because it'll be a little bit easier.
No horn honking.
No horn honking
Okay.
for that first half hour.
But now you have another amazing arts
Yes.
opportunity coming up. So
Yeah,
tell us about
this
that.
is the first time we've ever had anything like this downtown. We have a grant called Third Space, and Third Space is going to focus on programming on 3rd Street, from Lafayette Street, right at the corner by Merchants Bank, to Center Street, which is near Blooming Grounds and the bus pickup. The goal is to create programming outside, downtown, that's not just focused in Levy Park. Because we have this amazing new park, but it's a little separate from the business district. And we want to keep energy moving and flowing throughout all of downtown. So it's a placemaking grant, which means that we want to be thoughtful about what we're doing downtown and what could happen downtown. The options are really endless, which is cool.
So you put a call out to any artists or
Yes.
any creative thinking folk. They don't have to be.
They don't have to be artists in the traditional sense. If you are really into knitting and yarn bombing or chalk, you know, that cool art walk chalk stuff that you've seen places. It could be anything. It could be giant photos
Or
blown
it
up.
can be
It could
musicians
be
and
music,
dancers.
dancing, painting. It's really broad what we mean by art. So a lot of artists have gone through some placemaking training, some 4-hour workshops, just learning about the grant, how placemaking works. And we'll be awarding grants to those artists. Probably about a dozen people will be getting $1,000 grants to create programming downtown from the end of May all the way through September.
So we'll try to have you back next month
Yeah.
to announce those grants, and then certainly each time there's a program, we'll try to have one of the artists come in or talk about it.
Awesome. Yeah, our hope is to have programs starting in the spring already, but all through the year, up till October is when we'll wrap it up, the end of October. But to have it spaced out, some weekends, some weeknights, some a little more active and engaging, and some just walk around and be around the
So
art.
there's going to be a lot more art happening downtown.
lot of art
Can
downtown.
you talk about who awarded that grant for you?
Yeah, so the grant is through the Bush Foundation with support from Springboard for the Arts, but it came to us through the Minnesota Main Street program, which is a pretty big deal. We're one of 3 cities to get it. Faribault and Mankato also were awarded this grant, and we're kind of a guinea pig, so if all goes well, we could get funding for next year too.
How cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for stopping by
Thank
on
you.
Artwork Winona.
NASCAR racing is about a whole lot more than just cars going around a track. It's about people who drive, people who engineer, people who plan, people who know how to put it all together. Meet the people who make the cars go round every week on Raceline. Watch Raceline here every week.
Paying your HBC bill has never been so easy. HBC's new online bill and pay system, SmartHub, allows you to receive electronic bills and make online check or credit card payments with ease. HBC SmartHub can be accessed on the computer or through your mobile devices with the app. Manage your payments, communicate with HBC customer care, and receive messages about your account with a touch of a button. HBC SmartHub. Start today at hbci.com/SmartHub.
And we're back with Julie Hoykesoven. How did I do?
Perfect.
Ah, good. From Theater de Mississippi. She's in her first year as artistic director at this wonderful organization, and they have an exciting project coming up that she wants to talk about.
Do, yeah. It's the 7th annual original shorts that we have, which is a bunch of short play showcases. And this time they are from our workshopping.
Yay! So you had an educational program where young playwrights came and created material, and now you're producing it.
Yep.
That's so exciting.
It
Is there something you can tell us about the actual plays themselves? Or?
Yeah, well, there's 4 of them this time around, and I've read some of the scripts, and they're pretty fun. Yeah, there's one about a monk who decides if he wants to be a singer or stick with his vows. So there's kind of a battle going on there. And then there's another one about that takes place in a diner. And then there's one about someone who has a very interesting career choice, and he goes back to visit his parents.
Oh, I know that one. That's by Tony Opelt, right?
That one, yes.
Yeah. The career choice will be interesting for people when I don't want to give the giveaway.
Yeah, it's pretty
But
good.
it's pretty shocking and very cool.
Yeah.
So 2 of the plays are very short, and then 2 of them are a little longer.
Yeah,
is
just
that
about
right?
10 minutes or so. So it's all pretty short. It'll probably be just about an hour.
Okay. Great. Where is it and when is it?
It'll be at Burke's Music House
Ooh.
downtown. Yeah, they got a bunch of comfy seating and couches to sit on, so it'll be really great. And we'll use the back entrance for that, actually. And it'll be on May 18th and 19th and May 20th.
So you go around the corner from Burke's Music Store,
Yeah.
and there's an entrance there.
Yeah, and we'll have lots of signage, so hopefully people won't be confused.
Okay, and what are the dates?
It is May 18th and 19th at 7:30 and May 20th at 2 p.m.
Okay, and so these playwrights took a class with Professor Myers, is that right?
Yes.
Is she a doctor or a professor? I don't know. We'll call her Dr. Myers and hope we're
That's
right.
a great question.
Judy Myers, who is just a lifelong theater maker
Yeah, she's
and
wonderful.
professor at St. Mary's University,
Yeah.
correct? And they're fairly new writers, correct?
They are. Yeah, I think Mike Speck has done some work in the past, but Tony is pretty new.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yes, we should mention those playwrights' names. It's Mike Speck
And Tony
Opelt.
Yep.
And they're both theater makers in Winona. Usually performers. I know that Mike directed just recently for you
Yeah.
guys too.
Yep.
Great. And anything else that's happening with TDM that's coming up in the horizon?
No, our next thing will be in the fall, and we're working on that project, and we're pretty excited.
Okay, great. Well, we'll look forward to having you back on Artwork Winona.
Great, thank
All
you.
right, thank you, Julie. We'll be back in just a minute.
Sunshine Refuse is your locally owned and operated choice for trash removal in the Winona and surrounding communities. Owner Tony Buckland built Sunshine Refuse on service, and he and his crew put the needs of their customers first, as your satisfaction is their #1 priority, and you can see it in their work. Put a little sunshine in your day. Call Sunshine Refuse at 507-452-5107 and start your service today. You'll be happy that you did. Cars and Credit has always helped their customers find a vehicle that's right for their budget. But now, with their totally redesigned website, Cars and Credit is making it even easier. Check out inventory, fill out a credit application, view video testimonials. You can even make payments, all in one convenient location. Simply go to carsandcredit.com and start the search for your next vehicle today.
When you need a car and you need credit, come and get it at Cars and Credit. Come and get it at Cars and Credit.
And we're back with Eileen Muller from the Great River Shakespeare Festival. You're the marketing director, is
Yes.
that? And is it marketing and audience services? Do I always leave off that second
It's
one?
marketing and sales.
Okay, marketing and sales director for the Shakespeare Festival. And you're here specifically to talk about the amazing educational programs, right?
Yes, we have a lot of wonderful education programs. We have one for young actors, which are middle school and high school focused. One for young designers, for maybe those who are not as interested in being on stage, but they are interested in the theater process. And this year we are adding a program called Shakespeare for Young Filmmakers.
Wow.
And that is going to be focused for young people who are interested in the whole filming process. There'll be specific courses on editing, on script writing, on directing actors for the camera, and those students will actually get to work with our professional actors and direct them in their own film.
Right, because I know the Shakespeare Festival is very famous for their promotional videos.
Yes, we have a wonderful video team, so they're going to be teaching those skills to some students.
And it's led by Benjamin Bookvault and
Christopher Gerson.
Christopher Gerson,
Yeah.
And I don't know, but I can't help but believe at some point there might be a final project that might come out of that class that could in some way be used as one of the promotional videos?
Yes, so there's going to be a final film that the students will produce, and that will be shown at our Shakespeare for Young creatives final on July 29th. And so each of those students will have a few tickets for their families, but if you want to come, it's $5. And there will be a performance by the Shakespeare for Young Actors students. There will be some designs presented by those students, and then we'll see the film produced by the filmmakers.
Did you mention what show they're going to be working on this year?
They're going to be doing Twelfth Night this year.
Oh, it's such a good play.
Yes, that one's my favorite Shakespeare
It's
play.
going to be so fun to watch it. Now, I just have to say what's amazing about the Shakespeare Festival is there's something for learners of all ages. And I know that the Collegium is already up and going for the learners here. But all during the festival, there's educational events too. There's the Front Porch series, and there's also the company conversations with the...
That is correct. So we have all of our Front Porch events scheduled. That information is available on our website. And the Collegium's meeting right now. We also have summer classes for young students, as young as 4, all the way up through finishing high school. So the programs I described are aimed at middle and high school students, but we do also have programs for grade school and pre-K students.
And registration is available already?
It is.
And by visiting the website, right?
Yes, if you go to grsf.org/education, all of the programs for all different ages are listed under there. And then our Front Porch events are on the website under events.
Great. And I know that students from those projects have gone on to incredible things all throughout the country. And some of the interns and the young students are now company members that are performing.
They are.
It's a really cool thing.
Yes.
Thanks for stopping by.
My pleasure.
All right. We'll see you at the festival.
Okay.
Over the last 30 years, Waukesha Construction Company has helped with the growth and beautification of numerous communities in the tri-state area. We strive to provide excellent customer service with a fair-priced bid on all projects. Our goal is to provide quality workmanship and excellent service in a timely manner. With an outstanding office staff, superior supervisors, and talented tradesmen to complete all jobs with the standard of excellence, our people are what set us apart. Visit waukeshaconstruction.com for information and examples of past and current projects, or call 507-454-2707. Imagine having a financial partner who helps you plan for the future and gives you the personal attention you deserve. We invite you to Foresight Bank. It's a place where we'll listen to your vision of success and help you take the right steps to get there. Foresight Bank has the mobile and online services you need, along with attractive savings rates and fast loan decisions for your business, ag operation, or buying a home. Stop in and find out how we do things differently to help build a brighter future. Foresight Bank, family owned for over 100 years, with locations in Plainview and Rochester.
I want you to know we have a special guest returning, Julie Johnston, and her show, and we'll be visiting the show and actually looking at some of the paintings. So first, congratulations. It's so exciting to be here on the opening. Now, will you tell us how long the show runs?
It runs through June 10th.
Okay, and because of the weather, I know there's going to be a special closing reception,
Right,
correct?
sometime in June, and we'll let everybody know. There were
Great.
so many people that couldn't come, including the women farmers with
Right.
the ice storm. And
So for those that want to meet some of the farmers and have conversations, there'll be, a lot of them will be at
yes,
that closing reception.
they will.
Okay, great.
And we'll let them know on Facebook, and then I have email and the museum if there's anything in between.
And I know this was possible by a generous grant. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, this is CMAC, Southeast Minnesota Arts Council, and I couldn't have done it without them.
That's great.
They were so
wonderful that
encouraging.
they supported that. Now tell me, what, I know you got to know some of these farmers, or you certainly chose them because of certain relationships. Is there a farmer that you have a story about, or something that helps sum up that relationship?
There's a story about each one. But truly, I think Abby Benson, I asked her to send me a little bio about her. She was one of the farmers that I did as a sample. Like, she allowed me to follow her around so that I could try to get this CMAC grant. But she talks about how just being a woman farmer, she learned her own strength of her body, her management skills, and the fact that and she is a beautiful young woman, that she is appreciated for her strength and not being objectified, for her youth or her beauty. And how much that meant to her. And I think each of these women have a strength in so many ways that just inspired me.
There was a great story that you told me about one of the farmers getting up really early to do certain things.
Yes.
Would you tell that really
Well,
quickly?
Mary, my Amish woman farmer, since she has no phone, there's no way to get a hold of her, we connected at the farmer's market that I would be there at a certain morning, early in the morning, to between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, to watch her pick her berries and make her jams. I got there, I don't know, it was a little after 8:30 in the morning. She had already gotten up, picked all of her berries, canned everything, cleaned up her kitchen, her wood stove was off, the house was immaculate, and she said to me, "Oh, they're best in the morning, you know, and I forgot you were coming."
And you were a little late.
And I wasn't there at 5 a.m.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful.
So, yeah.
Now,
So-
you said there was a sort of emotional feeling that you had.
Oh,
Talk about that.
absolutely. Well, with this weather, even my family wasn't able to come, but one of my longtime coworkers from a whole nother lifetime ago, it seems like, was able to come, and all of the people signed this card with the most beautiful sentiments. And they didn't even know I did art when I worked with them.
You were just a flower wholesaler.
I was a flower wholesaler.
I think it's incredible. I think it really expressed like the strength and the determination of the women and how deeply they love the land and the animals.
It's like a mother and a daughter walking through the field, and the color is just absolutely incredible. The sun is shining on the little girl's bonnet, you know, on their face. It seems almost like an impressionist painting, you know. Like Renoir, you know, those colors that just keep coming out.
I really love Julie's artwork because of the colors, the way she uses colors is really incredible. And I really like, you know, the bookkeeping picture because I think we don't talk enough about bookkeeping, all that work that goes behind the business.
Not the sexiest subject,
but she made it really beautiful, and then, you know, to show it like that, it's like very hidden, the hidden kind of work that people do, like the nights and the weekends, and to have that expressed is really incredible to show the people the reality of it.
The one called Strength, the lady, yes.
Is that your favorite of
That's
the
my
group?
favorite, yes.
Tell us why.
The presence of it, and you know, being a single woman with lots on my plate, I identify with that painting.
The idea of having a topic like this, and it's a topic that, you know, why haven't we explored more? Even the farmer thing, going back to Millet and people like that who did farm scenes and peasants and whatnot, but the women on the farm is really an interesting topic. There's no doubt about it.
And how timely, too. How great that in this time of where we're starting to empower women in so many ways, to really get the digging in the dirt and the rolling up in the sleeves.
Isn't it the
doing
truth?
something.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's wonderful to go through. And to see it done both in pastels and oils is really nice, too.
Thank
and
you.
I think not only the different media, but also there are certain pictures that are more subdued and others that are just brilliant with colors. And there's such variety here that I just absolutely love it. I don't care what the weather's like outside. I'm so glad we took the effort to get here and share with you. Thank you.
You can hug.
Oh, thank you for a wonderful show.
It's a voice that just needs to be heard, and there are so many more women farmers than we even realize.